Alright, welcome to Chemtrails MN YouTube channel. Today we're going to do an unveiling and unrolling of some pennies. Now, I've been a coin collector for many years, way over 50 years. And I got to take a shout out to the coin channel on Facebook. A guy named Eric Miller. He inspired me to do this. He does a lot of coin unveiling, unrolling, things like that. Now, I've been collecting coins, like I say, for over 50 years, and I went to the bank recently to get some pennies to look through. And the teller went behind the counter, went over to her little cupboard, opened it up, and I was looking at all her pennies, and I saw these 4 rolls all together in a tray, and it was in the bottom tray, so it was probably there a long time. And for you older collectors out there, you'll notice these are very old penny wrappers. Now, these are called penny wrappers or coin wrappers, and these are dark red. And most of the other ones are crimped. They're machine made and they're crimped. These are customer or personal wraps that somebody put their pennies in and wrapped them up. Of course, I'm a collector, so I'm hoping these are old pennies. I'm hoping these are from someone's collection, probably somebody deceased from an estate, and the kids inherited them and just gave them to the bank. That's what I'm hoping. And I have no idea. Now, the cool thing about these are they're the old wrapper, probably from the 60s, the 50s maybe, or the 60s, maybe early 70s, but these are old. These are definitely old. You don't see them anymore. And the cool thing about these is they were all 4 at the bank. I found them exactly as you see them. And they were taped. Whoever did this, and of course I couldn't see that when I grabbed, when I told her I'd like to have these pennies, I couldn't see they were taped. I just saw they were red, but I got them all, and they're all taped and sealed. Now, I got them like this from the bank. No fooling. They're taped, and all 4 are taped and sealed by the person who did it, who knows when. 1950s, 1940s, early 60s, 60s, whatever. I have no idea. You're going to see me open these right now on the video right here. A total reveal. So, just looking at these, you can see it says 50-cent pennies, and they're taped, like I said. But the cool thing is too, all of them have this written on it: MS, 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 and MS. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm a coin collector, and MS for us means mint state. Mint state, which means they're possibly uncirculated or mint state condition. In the old days, we called them mint state, which means how you get them directly from the mint. Now, are these all mint state coins? I'm hoping. Are they all the same date? I don't know. Are they mixed dates? I don't know. I don't know anything about them, but I'm real excited to get at it. Now, one thing I wanted to say that I haven't said yet, when you're dealing with coins and unveiling coins, and I see these videos on YouTube and elsewhere, and I can't remember on Eric, but you got to wear gloves. If you're going to handle coins and you're a real collector or an investor, you need cotton gloves. You can get these on Amazon. They're really cheap. You can get a bag or a box of 10 pairs for $6 or something. You got to have them. You don't want oil from your skin, or dirt or oil from your skin, or acids from your skin to get on the coins. So you should wash your hands thoroughly, dry them, put them in a nice pair of these cotton gloves. You got to get them. If you're a serious collector, get the gloves. All right. Enough about that. Now, another thing, could it be SW? I don't think so, because just the way that it's formed, I don't think so. It just looks like MS to me. So, whatever it is, I'm hoping it's mint state coins. I'm going to take all 4 rolls over here. I'm going to set them off to the side. I'm going to set them over here, just out of, you can still see them, but I'm going to put them in the corner. We're going to start with this one. Let's open it up. Now, like I said, you can see it's sealed. Whoever did it taped it sealed. And I'm telling you, I didn't do this. This was how I got them from the bank. So you and me are going to see what's in here right away. Now, you want to be careful. You do not want to scratch a coin. So you've got to be really careful. And I'm going to be as careful as I possibly can. You're only going to need to open one side of this because you can just pour them out. Now, I'm much older than Eric Miller from the Coin Channel. Much older. I've been doing this, like I say, way over 50 years. And he's a relatively young guy. Nice guy, great channel. I suggest you check him out. He's on Facebook. I don't think he's on YouTube, but he's on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook for sure. I don't think he's on I don't think he's on YouTube. I don't know why, but here we go. We're opening right now. You can see no one's been in here for who knows how many years, 50 years, 60 years, 70, I don't know. Who knows? I'm gonna open it up. Ooh. Well, the first coin is a shield coin, which is actually kind of a bummer, which means that these aren't as old as I thought. But, you know, you never know. You just never know. But at first glance here, it's a shield coin, which means it's fairly modern, which kind of bums me out a little bit. But, well, you never know. Let's just see what's in here. You can't know until you know. Now you shake them out. All right, yep, these look pretty modern. Bums me out a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, you never know what you're going to get. So that's empty right there. Now there's 50 coins here. Let's see what we get. This one, 2014 D is in Denver mint. 2014 D is in Denver, which is no big deal. Now another thing you can look, now you can check his site, the Coin Channel on Facebook. He talks about errors. Now, one good thing about these coins is there could be errors on every one, but you don't know until you look. So you've got to look really close. This is a 2023 D. Okay. This one's kind of eroded, corroded. I can't really see the date on that. It looks like 2016. No big deal. And here we got a 2012 D, Denver. Now, D is for Denver, S is for San Francisco, P is for Philadelphia, but the older coins, of course, won't have a P. They'll just be plain. There'll be no mint mark. That means Philadelphia. This is a 1997. No big deal. This is a 99. So these are all modern coins. It's a little disappointing, but hey, this is what you get. You never know. Let's see if I've got anything at all in here, any wheat cents. What you're looking for is wheat cents. Now, wheat cents are 1958 through 1909. So this is the Lincoln cent. These were made from 1909 to today. I mean, they're still making them. Well, they just stopped making them. 2025 will be the last year of the penny, so they stopped making them. And that's a long time. Like this one's a 76, 1976, which is fairly old. Okay. Now, there's a 1970. Now, one thing about pennies is, too, kind of a secret for some people know, from 1909 to 1981, they were made out of real copper. 1983 to today, they are zinc. They're solid zinc coated with a thin coating of copper. So you do want to save all pennies to 1981. Those are all copper. Save those. 1983 or newer, they are zinc. Now there is some rare, very ultra rare 1983 coppers. How you can find them is you weigh them. 2 have been found so far, so they're super ultra rare. Are you going to find one? Probably not. But if you found a 1983 copper, you've got a very valuable rare coin there. Now, I didn't say 1982. Why? Because in 1982, they made them from copper and zinc, both. And there is a rare one. A 1982D, small date, is very rare, out of copper. How do you tell? You have to weigh it. So that's another rare coin. So 82s you want to save and weigh them. 83s you want to save and you want to weigh them. I'm not sure 81, I don't think it's any big deal, but you do want to save 81s all the way to 1909, of course. Now there's a lot of rare coins out there that you want to save, of course. And a good thing to do is get a book like this. It's called, in the United States Coins, the official red book. It'll tell you the rare coins. 1909S VDB is very rare. 1909S is very rare. 1911S is very rare. 1910S is pretty rare. 13S is rare. A 1914D, very rare. $200 coin, just in good condition. 1915S is pretty rare. A 1922 without a mint mark at all is very rare. It was a mistake. The die broke. They didn't make any in Philadelphia that year, but the ones in Denver, some of the Ds broke. Even a weak D is worth something. Now after that, a 1931S is pretty rare. $80. So those coins right there are rare. The rest of them really aren't, except for a 1955 double die is pretty rare. Those are worth a lot of money. And a 1943 copper. So in 1943, they made steel cents to save copper for the war effort in World War II. So if you could find a 1943 that is copper, and of course it's not a fake one, it's worth a lot of money. And that's pretty much it. 1955 double die, 1943 copper, 1931S, 1922 no mint mark. There is a 1917 double die, it looks like, very rare. 1915S is pretty rare. 1914D, 1913S, 1912S, 1911S, 1910S, 1909S, of course, and then 1909S VDB is the rarest coin. I don't think it's the rarest coin, but you know what? It's the most popular. It's the one everybody wants. Everybody that collects coins have always wanted to find a 1909S VDB. That's the holy grail of pennies, of Lincoln cents. It really is. That's the one everybody wants. And it looks like it's the most valuable, too. You know that it's worth, the 1922 no D is worth more, but it's not as popular. So popularity is another thing. All right, so let's just go back to this roll. I'm kind of disappointed, to tell you the truth. I don't see any wheats in here. Just a quick look. All I see is common pennies. There's nothing. So that roll is disappointing, but hey, it's part of the search. You get coins, you search, you try to find something. Everybody found something every time. It wouldn't be any fun, and the value of coins wouldn't be worth much. All right, let's look at another one here. There isn't a wheat cent there, and there isn't any. I don't see anything rare. Now, there could be some error coins in there. There could be something, but I don't see anything. Just quickly, I don't see anything at all. Why somebody would roll these and tape them, just common coins, is beyond me. It seems ridiculous to me, but whoever did it, did it. You can't I didn't do it. And again, you got to be careful here so you don't. All right, so I see it's Memorial. So again, you've got Memorial cents from 1959 to today. Actually, they stopped making Memorial cents. But Memorial cents, wheat cents were from 1909 to 1958. 1959 to a certain date, they're Memorial. And then at a certain point, they started making these shield cents. And then they experimented with a few other things too, you know, other than the Memorial. Okay, I just opened the next roll. And again, we got modern coins, it looks like. I don't even see any wheats in here. This, again, it's disappointing. But this is reality video here. I'm not making this up. If I was making this up, I'd sprinkle in some rare ones in here, but I did not. This is real. And there's nothing. I see no wheats. I see no old ones. And again, disappointed. But hey, it's part of the search. If it was easy, everybody'd do it. And I encourage people, you know, to be coin collectors and look at it. Stop looking at your phone. Get out there. Collect some coins. Okay, so here's another one. Let's get her open. I'll get going a little faster here. Red is the color of disappointment, I think. No? I was really hoping these were old. You know, like a whole nice big roll of wheat cents or something would have been awesome. But you don't always get what you want. So I recently went to a casino with my sister, and she was gracious enough to take me. It was awesome and had a lot of fun. Shout out to Patricia out there. Pat, my sister Pat. So, and I was getting cashing in a voucher. And I got some change. And in the change, from the change machine at the casino, I got a 1939D wheat penny. How awesome is that? So, of course, I'm collecting that. It goes in my collection. But I got it at a casino of all places. All right, so we're opening this one. Come on, give me some wheats or something. At least give me one wheat for the video. That'd be nice. So I can show people what a wheat is. Oop, maybe there. Oh, it's 1960. So that is another coin too. In 1960, they made small date, large date. And there is a 1972 double die too. There's a few other coins. Now, if I missed a coin that's got some value, can you put it in the comments? And I know there's a 1960 small date that's worth some money too. This is 1960. That's pretty old. And there's a large date and a small date, and I can't remember which one. I can look it up in the book here, but to see which one's got some value, so it does. So that's something you want to keep too. So that's an old coin, but it's not a wheat cent, which is disappointing. But there's a 69. It's a little off center. If you look at that, if you can see it, you want to look for error coins. You can see this one's off center. You can see on the right side, you've got a rim is very close, very thin. On this side, the rim is thicker and it's almost doubled. So this is a slightly off-center struck coin, 1969D. And look at that too. The D is very high to the date. So this might be an error coin. That D is very high, and it's off-center. So I'm gonna check this one out. That could very well be a slight error coin. The D is very high, and it's off-center. See how it's off-center? I hope everybody can see that. Right there. It's off-center a little bit. Okay? So that's an error coin. I'm going to set that aside. Is it a huge error? No, but it's an error. All right, look at this one. Another 1960? Oh, I just set that one down. Herder. Okay. So, what do we got here? 1978. D is very low. Any wheats in there? Darn it. Look at that. Darn it. Just like our old quarterback. Darn it. Vikings. The purple is the color of disappointment. I tell you, they just can never win. I've watched 4 Super Bowls now in my lifetime. They lost them all. It's disappointing. Okay, so 1963, pretty cool. That's old. It's not worth anything, but it's pretty old. And again, you know, the newest one I've seen in here so far is 2022, I think. So they would have rolled it at least 22. Now, here's an 82. So there's a 1982 D. Now, if that's a small date, right? If it's a small date and it's copper, it's worth a lot of money. A lot of money. Is it? Put it in the comments what you think on that one. But you can see that. Hopefully that's clear. 82, small date D. You want to keep those. So in any coins, you can find some. You know, you can find errors. You can find other things. Coins are fun. I'm looking for wheat cents, of course, older ones. That roll is red, the color of disappointment. It's along with purple now. Right, so we've went through 3 rolls. This is the last one, people. Let's cross your fingers on this one. You never know. So we'll break the seal here. Just like at the bar when you go to the bathroom the first time and break the seal, and you got to go to the bathroom constantly the rest of the night. Ugh. Back in the 70s when I used to go to bars. Don't do that anymore. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, and again, if I missed any rare dates or any coins that have got good value, go ahead and put it in comments for me. Okay, so we're going to pour this out. Last chance. Last chance, right? Yeah. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. Okay, here we go. Last chance. Anything, anything. Come on, give me a old coin. Oh, I don't see any wheat cents at all in there. Unbelievable. Somebody rolled these coins up. It looks like 2015 or 20. What did I say? 20. There's a 2020. I think. What did I say? 2022. So sometime, not just a couple of years ago, rolled them up. There's the 2022, and it looks mint state. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's a mint state 2022. So he must have, or whoever this was, must have rolled this in 2022. And why would they write MS on them? Unless they just reused. There's a 2024. So they just reused old. Somebody took old wrappers and just rolled coins, because there's a 2024. That was just last year. Unbelievable. Why would they put these? Why would they take modern coins and put them in old wrappers that say MS? Talk about fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it's okay. Guess what? These only cost 50 cents each from the bank, and they're worth 50 cents. There's no gamble. I mean, you bring them back to the bank, and they'll buy them back, but you have to put them back in the wrapper. So if you're going to be bringing these back to the bank, you have to bring it back to the wrapper. Otherwise, they won't take them anymore. Now, you can bring them to Coinstar, but they charge you. So you dump the pennies in the Coinstar, and they will give you dollar bills for them, or bills, but they charge you a percentage. So you're not getting your money back. You're paying them for that service. But then you don't have to roll them. So if you wanted to do that, you can just pour your change in there. But I suggest you look through them first and try to find something rare. I don't see anything, not even a wheat. So these were looked through. They must have been looked through. And I saw 2025, so it's weird. I'm telling you, they were in the bottom. She had rolls, and they were at the very bottom. You would think they were there forever. Seeing this old wrapper, and I got fooled. But there's a 68. It's pretty old. But not even 1 wheat cent, so I'm a little disappointed. Alright, so I'm going to stop this video quick, and I'm going to go grab a wheat cent, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I wanted to grab this. This was the coin I got at the casino payout machine thing. And this is a 1939, and this is a wheatback. Again, these were made from 1909 to 1958. And this is a wheatback. Hopefully you can see it here. I'll get it in the light just right. Right there. Can you see it? So that's a wheatback penny. You want to save those. They're old. And some, I've already talked about the dates, some are very rare. And not all of them, but... No, is this one rare? No, not really. But look at the condition. It's got full, you can see the bands, the wheat. You can see the lines in the wheat. It's a very good condition. This is extra fine. You know, probably. I'd say fine, extra fine. What do you think? Put it in the title, or put it in the comments. But as you can see, it's, hopefully you can see that. It's 1939 D for Denver. Or wait, let me look at that again. Eyes are, yeah, it is. It's a D. Okay, and it's in great condition. Now, let's look in the book. Again, 1939, D for Denver. The book here, kind of hard to turn pages with gloves on. So 1939 D for Denver, 15,160,000 were made in 1939 in the Denver Mint. According to this book, and this is a little old book, but according to this book, in good condition, it's worth 50 cents. And very good, 60 cents. Fine, 65 cents. Very fine, 85 cents. Extra fine, 40. $1.25. Almost uncirculated, $3. Uncirculated, $4. And MS63, which is really nice uncirculated, $6. So I think this is an extra fine. So that's worth $1.25. Now that's the value it's worth. That's pretty good if it's worth $1.25. And this is an older book. This is 2015. I haven't got a new book, but that's not too bad for just getting it for a for change. It's worth more than the 39S. It's a lot less were made. Now in 1939 in San Francisco, 52 million were made, and in the Denver Mint, only 15 million were made. So much less were made in 1939 D in Denver, and that's why they're worth more. They were 50 cents. And if you look at all the other coins from 36 on to 42, that's the most valuable coin. So I got pretty lucky. I got the most valuable coin on that page anyway. Now this page, of course, you start getting rare. 33D is worth $3.50 in good. And that's a pretty rare coin too. Only 6 million were made. And then 31S, of course, we already talked about. 866,000 were made, and it's worth $80 in good condition, which is good condition. It's pretty worn. It's pretty bad. If you go up here to extra fine, or I mean very fine, it's 140. Extra fine, 165. So 31S is a pretty rare coin. You want to find one, obviously. 24D. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's worth some pretty good money too. 40 bucks and good. I don't think I mentioned that. If I missed any, go ahead and put it in the comments. Well, okay. I went through these rolls and didn't get anything good. But I will look through it. I might have an 82. I might have a small date. I might have a couple of off centers. I might have some coins in here that are errors. I got to look through them closely, which I'm not going to do now. But again, there's that 1939D. That's a honey. That's a beauty. All right, so Chemtrails MN, we're signing off. Hope you had a good time. And we'll do this again. I've got more coins to do.